Hello everyone, from this video lecture we'll start with module number 3, that is network layer. In the last two modules we understood the application layer and the transport layer. Now we will see the network layer. In this module you will learn about what insights are router, IPv6 format, routing algorithms, then intra autonomous system routing in the internet. Now we'll try to understand the network layer. The two main functions of the network layer are forwarding and routing. Forwarding involves the transfer of a packet from an incoming link to an outgoing link within a single router. And routing determines the route or path taken by the packets as they flow from a sender to a receiver. The algorithms that calculate these paths are referred to as routing algorithms. In order to understand the packet forwarding, so we will look inside a router. The forwarding function involves the transfer of packets from a router's incoming link to the appropriate outgoing links at the router. A high-level view of a generic router architecture is as shown here. The four router components can be identified as input ports, switching fabric, output ports, then routing processor. An input port performs the physical layer function of terminating an incoming physical link at a router. This is shown in the leftmost box of the input port and the rightmost box of the output port in the figure. An input port also performs link layer functions needed to interoperate with the link layer at the other side of the incoming link. So this is represented by the middle box in the input and output ports. Switching fabric. The switching fabric connects the router's input ports to the output ports. So this switching fabric is completely contained within a router, a network inside of the network router. Nothing but the switching fabric. Output ports. An output port stores the packets received from the switching fabric and transmits these packets on to the outgoing link by performing the necessary link layer and physical layer functions. And the routing processor. The routing processor executes the routing protocols and maintains routing tables and attached link state information and computes the forwarding table for the router. The input processing, a more detailed view of input processing is given in this figure. The input ports line a termination function and the link layer processing implement the physical and link layers for that individual input link. The lookup performed in the input port is central to the router's operation. It is here that the router uses the forwarding table to look up the output port to which an arriving packet will be forwarded via the switching fabric. The forwarding table is computed and updated by the routing processor with a shadow copy typically stored at each input port. The forwarding table is copied from the routing processor to the line cards over a separate bus. With a shadow copy, forwarding decisions can be made locally at each point of the input port without invoking the centralized routing processor on a per packet basis and thus avoiding a centralized processing bottleneck. The switching fabric is at the very heart of a router as it is through this fabric that the packets are actually switched, that is forwarded from an input port to an output port. Switching can be accomplished in a number of ways as shown in this figure. Switching via memory, switching via bus, switching via an interconnection network. And the output processing. The output processing shown in this figure takes packets that have been stored in the output ports memory and transmits them over the output link. This includes selecting and dequeuing packets for transmission and performing the needed link layer and physical layer transmission functions. So this is all about the router.